Take a deep breath. Welcome this Friday morning. Let your heart quiet before God. You're stepping into this Friday with gratitude, and God is guiding you with faithfulness and care. You're not reaching the end of this week alone, because the Lord has carried you through every day. You're receiving the grace you need for this moment, just as God has promised. You're being led with wisdom as you complete what this week has required of you. You're supported by God's strength as you move toward rest and renewal. You're trusting that God has been working through every detail of this week. You're allowing peace to settle into your thoughts as the week begins to close. You're walking into this day with calm confidence, knowing God is directing your steps. You're releasing pressure to finish everything perfectly and choosing to trust God's grace. You're aligned with God's purpose, even in what remains unfinished. You're being renewed in spirit as God brings clarity and calm to your heart. You're open to hearing God's voice as He gently leads you today. You're finishing this week with faith, rooted in God's faithfulness. You're not behind because God's timing in your life has been steady and good. You're supported by heaven in every responsibility you carry today. You're learning to trust God more deeply through each completed step. You're grounded in God's presence, which has remained constant all week. You're carrying God's peace into every task and conversation today. You're becoming more secure in who God created you to be. You're walking through this Friday with patience, grace, and steady trust. You're trusting God to guide your decisions with wisdom and discernment. You're releasing concern about outcomes and resting in God's care. You're strengthened by knowing God has been working on your behalf. You're allowing God to bring completion where it is needed. You're walking with purpose, knowing your effort has meaning in God's plan. You are being shaped by God through perseverance and faithfulness this week. You're trusting God to carry forward what remains unfinished. You are moving through this day with hope anchored in God's promises. You're becoming more aware of God's presence as this morning unfolds. You're choosing faith over fatigue as the week comes to a close. You are held securely in God's care from morning until evening. You're walking in obedience with a calm and willing heart. You are strengthened by the knowledge that God has been with you all week. You're trusting God's plan even as you prepare to rest. You're being guided gently and faithfully by the Lord. You're walking into this Friday anchored in God's truth. You're allowing God's peace to shape your thoughts and actions today. You're supported, protected, and loved as you move through this day. You're confident that God will provide grace for every final step. You're moving forward with clarity as God aligns what comes next. You're walking with intention, knowing God has purpose for this day. You're trusting that God is at work beyond what you can see. You're stepping into this Friday guided by God's wisdom and care. You're walking this day with assurance because God is leading you. You're covered by grace as this week draws to a close. You are held in peace, strengthened in faith, and guided by God today. May the Lord bless you this Friday, fill your heart with peace, and gently lead you into rest, one moment at a time.